Welcome to Indigos Gaming, and welcome to a match of StarCraft 2, played by people that are way better than me. The map is Death Aura, warping into the upper left. The Protoss in red, currently ranked at number 6 in the world. The Shield of Ire. It is Stats. And the opponent warping into the bottom right. The Protoss in blue, the wild card. It is Zest. I don't know, guys. It's two Protoss. I think it's a toss-up. You're welcome. You're welcome. Opening up, Stats, putting his gate on the low ground. That's a good starting point there. I mentioned Stats is ranked at number 6 in the world currently. Zest is currently ranked at number 12, and those numbers are coming from a Legalac, which sounds really fancy when I say it, doesn't it? We'll go with that. We'll go with that. Scouting probes going in. Did Zest sent his probe not to scout, but to hide? Might be throwing down a pylon. Proxy shenanigans. Double gateway for both players and Cybercore, so things are looking okay so far. Not just standard, but both players doing pretty much the same thing. The exception to that is Zest's base only has one pylon because the second pylon is out here. Robo. Proxy Robo coming out from Zest. So, looking to hide, looking to get aggressive. Either way, I wonder if Stats has noticed the absence of the second pylon. Double Stalker. Oh, Stats blocking the probe scout. Probes battling. Payback. Excellent payback. There is still the scouting probe for Stats. He does spot the third pylon, but he knows that is very late. He probably knows that something is up. Two Stalkers, they're so close. Immortal going to be the choice from that proxy robo. I suspect that Zest is going to want to time that together, maybe a Sentry Immortal push. Third gate going down for both players, as well as the shield battery, the Stalker Micro. Stats taking just a little too much damage. He's going to back off. Rendezvous with the reinforcements. And what's the follow-up for Stats? There really isn't anything yet. Zest going for that quicker robo is going to have the tech in play. He's going to have Immortals. He's going to have a Warp Prism. But Stats not picking anything just yet. There's no tech, there's no natural, so I'm definitely liking the position of Zest more so right now. Stalker's continuing to just do a little bit of a dance here. Okay. So we're not trying to kill each other here. Proxy Pylon is warping in additional Stalkers at a glacial pace. That is not a super pylon. Zest blocking the ramp to his own main base while Stats looking to get ready for a fight here. Zest moved those forces out of the base. He's going to have two Immortals. He's going to have the Warp Prism. Stats did finally get a Robo, but it is much later than Zest. Stalkers are going to come in. There's nothing home. He can't defend this. Busts open the door. Targets down the pylons right away. What's the answer, Zest? Recall? Or just go for it. He pulls the boys. Zest opting instead to counterattack while Stats ravages the main. He's given up. He's giving up his main base. On the other side, Zest now juggling those Immortals. He's inside. There is a shield battery. Stats doing a recall. He's bringing the forces home. Will it be enough to fend it off, though? There's 2 immortals here. He does not yet have immortals of his own. He needs them, though. Sentries are force fielding both sides here. There's a single stalker left in that main base, but the real battle is over here. Gateway on the low ground, decimated. Immortals now target firing the other gateway, it looks like. Zest mining from Stats Natural. Both sides taking losses, trading shots. Total probe losses in favor of Zest. Second gateway is destroyed. Looks like this did get cleaned up because the stalker left. Not for lack of, anything that Zest was doing. He did just recall a few of those forces back. He has secured his own main base. Immortals still trying to get damage done. Warp Prism juggling, Zest just keeping Stats occupied here. It's looking like things are going to calm down. We took massive bites out of each other here. Proxy pylon is located. Single stalker for Stats roaming the map, while the Warp Prism coming back in now. Both players opting for a Stargate now as the follow-up. What's that going to be for? Void Ray? Ooh. Stats does find the proxy robo, so he knows now where that is. Zest rushing out to defend it? Doesn't look like it. Stargate's on the way. Stats having to rebuild some of those gateways. He did lose most of those gates in the fight, and the Immortals still making their presence known here. Keeping Stats at home, keeping Stats busy. I like the position for Zest, honestly. And now, doubly so, with the natural expansion. He's keeping Stats on Stats side of the map. Probably not for long, though. Phoenix comes out, the Warp Prism is going to die eventually. Lifts up the Immortal. Both Immortals are killed off. Well, almost. Gotta drop it. Yeah, so everything is going to get cleaned up here. Second Phoenix comes out, gonna lift up the Immortal. Stats, though, he can't just make Immortals and Phoenixes here, because Zest is kind of doing the same thing. Zest actually continuing to make Phoenixes. He's going to be ahead in the Phoenix count, which might come into play in a micro battle in a few minutes here. With more Phoenixes, obviously you can overwhelm your opponent's Phoenix count, but the bigger value in there is the lift-offs. You're able to lift up the Immortals, the Sentries, the Stalkers, which means your opponent will have less things that are actually shooting. Proxy Robo is going to get destroyed. There is no other Robo, so no more Immortals for Zest, but he did get a second Stargate. Still no Expo from Stats. He's just going to try and kill him, it looks like. He's getting a Warp Prism now. Phoenix production still continuing for Zest. Total count, they're currently at 4-4 right now. So Zest is going up to 6. Phoenix, 6-4. I'm no mathematician, but I believe 6 is indeed more than 4. Which means Zest should be ahead in that field. The problem that I see here for Zest, though, is the lack of Immortal. There's 2 Immortals for Stats, but less Phoenix. So if Zest wins the Phoenix battle, he can then lift up the Immortals, thus nullifying the equation. Stats coming in now. He's trying to press the issue. Force fields are good. Trapping some of those Stalkers. Battery overcharge is used. Lift off. I'm not sure it was the best time to lift off. Zest still has more Phoenix. He needs to win the air battle. 6-3. Yeah. If he could just crush these Phoenix, Zest will be in a better position. He can then lift off the units and defeat the attack. And there is still no Expo. Stats is all in here. Phoenix battle is won. Zest taking the victory there. More Phoenix coming, and now Warp Prism killed off. He pulled the boys to occupy the Immortals, lifting off everything now. Zest holding the attack, taking the game. GG is called. Stats kind of going all in. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised. It's a little unlike Stats to just kind of go full power all in mode there. No expo behind it, so he was hoping for the best from that attack, but Zest continuing the Phoenix production, able to get ahead in the Phoenix count. He won the air battle, and then he could lift off the units to help win the ground battle. A well-earned GG to Zest. If you enjoyed the game, be sure to leave a comment down below telling me your favorite part. Thank you very much for watching. Remember to hit those buttons that do fancy things for YouTube. And, as always, to have a great day.